my videos. So I've finally got my MMW manifold for my TS1, so now we can start putting it back together. And we're going to do something with the carburetor. It's going to be really interesting. So let's go. Okay, this is it. This is the MMW machined manifold. CNC machine. It's really nice. Not too expensive, or more or less affordable. There are lots of others on the market, but I found this one easy to get hold of because I'm in Europe and they're made in Europe, so a lot less hassle for me. Okay, the first thing we've got to fit on here is our adapter plate. Oops. Which goes on like this. We've counted some holes. This I did in a previous video, this adapter plate. It looks like it's still got some silicone on here from before, so we're going to have to clean this off first. Okay, so we've got that cleaned up now and ready to kind of go on. So we're going to put some sealant around it. So, and then I'm going to let that sealant dry a little and go a bit tacky. So we're just going to dab it lightly on. Okay, I think that should be about right. We'll just let that dry a little bit now, and then we'll fit it onto the carburetor. And just so you all know, the Wall Phillips fuel injector copy, replica, or is it? I don't know. It's still on the boil here. So this is going to be finished hopefully by the time the engine's ready to run. So we are going to test this on this TS1. So this has got to be finished as well. So it's still in the pipeline and it's going to come up very soon. Right, I think that should be long enough. So let's get it fitted in position. Screws that go in there. And there. Allen key. Yeah, it doesn't look like the silicone come in hardly anything at all, because I can't really see it. And let's hope that that seals nicely all the way around. So, there's no second chances, otherwise back off, strip down and seal it all again. So let's hope that that does it. Okay, so now we're going to fit our atomizer in, our Polini one. So look, I think it's about a 10 millimeter. Yep. Okay. Main jet. Find the right spanner to fit it. Okay. Float and needle. Here's our needle. It's got to go on there. Right, and now that's in, we're going to set up our float height. So we need to do that correctly to get exactly the right float height what we need. I mean, this has run before, but it might have moved, and I think it has. It looks a little bit low, to be honest. It should be pretty well almost square on. Right, for PWKs we need to set up the float height And to do that, we have to have the carburetor at 60 degrees in their manual. So we will, first of all, we'll just zero our buzz wangle. We'll drop it onto our socket, which we're going to use to mount the carb on. And we're just going to angle it over till we get to 60 degrees and then lock it off. Getting there, yep. That's close enough. Okay. So now, that should be sat at 60 degrees. And what it does is simply takes the load of the weight off the needle, because it's sprung load, yeah? So if it's sitting straight, it puts too much weight on and you get a false reading. So we want from the gasket face to the bottom of the float, we want 20 millimeters. So this plate that we put on is 3 mil, so we need to be now 17 mil. So let's have a look how far off we are. But zero this. Okay. Let's have a look. There we go. It's absolutely pretty well. I can't think. We're at 17.17. I think that's good enough. I'm not even going to adjust it. So I obviously set that up before. There goes my phone again. I set it up before with this on anyway, so this carb was set before. So that's just demonstrating what you have to do. You should be, if you haven't got this plate on, you should be setting the float height at 20 millimeters. Well, I've got a 3 mil plate here, adapter plate, so I'm now down to 17 for my float height. So that's the correct float height. And the reason for having the correct float height is very, very important. If you've got a low fuel level in your carburetor, then the pilot jet is more liable to be out of the fuel flow on a big long fast run, and therefore you get fuel starvation and a heat seizure. And float level, if it's higher the float, higher your fuel level, the richer the carburetor will run. The lower the fuel level, the weaker it's going to run. So the correct fuel level is very important. Okay, the float height's done, that's all together, jets are in, it's all good and ready to go. So we'll now drop our float bowl on. Come on, it's there somewhere. I know it fits. There we go. Okay, and put our screws in to bolt it down. And that is our float all done and set. But we might have to have it back on and off just for doing main jets and maybe pilot jet as well. I know everybody really appreciates out there all the video channels that are now online for scootering. You've got Cobweb Garage, Kickback Garage, Digger 9 Million, Shed Tune. There's plenty of us out there for you to look at, but what we need is for you to subscribe to us and back us. Without your support, people will start to drop, and I don't want that to happen. Right, so we'll get our manifold back on. Let's get some sealant on it. It's kind of like deja vu. I'm kind of back where I was a few weeks ago. But nevertheless, we've now got a really nice manifold. We've got the carburetor set up and it's looking much better, much better. Right, let's get some sealant on my gasket as well. block in. And my manifold, more sealant on the gasket. Not taking any chances this time with leaks. On. We've got some screws that we're supplied with, hopefully they're right. And that's it, it's on. We'll let the sealant go off and then we'll do a leak down test. I think that's a success. Finally. Right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow my channel. And don't forget to subscribe and like other people's channels. They need your support, otherwise they're going to disappear. See you later.